In an exclusive interaction with Zoom, Vidya Balan ने बात की हमारी content head रुद्रानी चट्टोराज के साथ, where she speaks about that how female-centric movies have evolved in the last few years.
Let's take a sneak peek at this interview and we'll talk about it after this.
What are things that you see are drastically different from, let's say, even 2 years back? I'm not even saying 5. How different when they approach to you for those scripts and the characters and the way they're talking about you, they want to present you. What are the major changes you notice?
I think in the past 2 years, if you ask me, people have just realized that, women-centric or women-led films can do big business. So it's not, I remember when the Dirty Picture and Kahani happened, people suddenly woke up to the fact that women-centric films can work. But they were still being very conservative about the budget, and they were, of course, they're still being conservative about the budget. But because more such films have been made, more success has been seen, I think people are becoming more comfortable with spending more. The kind of subjects that are being explored are very exciting. When I keep saying this, and I sometimes feel like people are going to say, "Arey, bas karo yaar." But when I started doing an Ishqiya, No One Killed Jessica and all that, it was still an aberration. People thought it's a phase, it'll fizzle out.
It'll fizzle out.
Because these phases have happened in the past. Sridevi, before that Rekha ji, before that there have been other actors. But now it's been 11 years. Since I began to do these kind of films, I have seen such a wide range of subjects. I've seen the horizon opening up. And then now there are, not now, for the past few years, there are more female actors who are doing that. And I think it's fantastic. The one thing that I'd like to see changing though is what business they expect a female or a woman-led film to do. And I know people in this business want to predict figures and first day figures and all of that, but I think they cap the success of women-led films, the people who are making it themselves. So they feel that, so we'll recover the money we made, maybe we'll make a decent amount of profit, but they don't still believe it could skyrocket. And this is just, for myself, I just feel that we have to just open those windows, break those doors, and just let these films also fly.
Sure.
Believe they are going to do great business. And trust me, it's about believing that it can happen. And don't be apologetic about making a female-centric film.
The script today is the king. How do you look at it? I'm sure you heard the chatter around it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've said this even before the release, that if having Akshay Kumar on the poster helps me get more people into the theatre, I will use that to my advantage.
Sure.
Because he's a huge star. And I think in the film industry, more than anywhere else, nothing succeeds like success. So whoever is the most popular or successful, they get maximum space on a poster. I have no qualms about that. Someday I'm hoping that my face will be the biggest on a poster with a lot of other actors also. But that does not mean I grudge what's happened on the Mission Mangal poster. I'm very realistic about these things. Having said that, I knew that when people go and watch the film, they'll appreciate the teamwork that's gone into making this film. And that's exactly what's happened. I know why I chose the film, and I'm very happy with the outcome.
Yeah.
And, as far as numbers are concerned, they still don't talk about films in terms of, unless it's a female-centric film, they don't talk about numbers in terms of the female lead.
Yeah.
Which will also change.
Yeah.
I'm very positive about that.
Which has to.
Yeah. Like someone today in an interview said, initially on the first day they were saying Akshay Kumar's biggest opening so far. And then she said by the end of the day, as people started seeing the film, they started saying Akshay and Vidya star.
Yeah.
And Akshay, Vidya, and tagging all the other actors also. So I think it's wonderful, that change will happen.
Yeah, it has to happen. And I think
it
all
will
of us
happen
have to
organically.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Absolutely.
There's no point pushing it, I think. It'll just happen.
That looks like a really interesting conversation, Gunjan, and there's so many questions that are kind of buzzing in my mind right now.
Absolutely. That's why it brings us to the question here कि after seeing how successful female-centric movies have been, do you think कि ये जो predictions होते हैं female-centric movies के लिए कि वो कितना कमाएंगी, कितना budget होना चाहिए, should these predictions stop? Join in the conversation. The hashtag is down below.
You know, Gunjan, Vidya Balan is always someone who I looked up at as not just an incredibly talented actor, but an extremely intelligent person. And she speaks so articulate and she's got all her points together. And she is someone that I actually want to stop and listen to. Abhi, is interview mein, with Rudrani, she's spoken about the fact that, you know, female-centric films की budgets cap होती हैं. Because expectation ये है कि वो film ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं कमाएंगी. In fact, if you think about her latest films, you know, whether it was Dirty Picture or it was Kahani or every other film that she has done, they have been supremely successful.
Yeah.
And these are female-centric films. So, as she says in the interview, that it's considered as a phase. It's let's face the truth. It's not a phase. It's here to stay. Right?
Absolutely. The fact is that, like she's saying कि यहाँ पे अच्छी stories की ज़रूरत है. And the only reason female-centric word even comes into the conversation, Manish, I feel is because our stories can no longer be about the hero. जिस वक्त हम हीरो की डेफिनेशन अब बॉलीवुड में बदल देंगे शायद रियलिस्टिक स्टोरीज आ जाएंगे एंड लुक एट द मूवीज दैट वी हैव सीन अंधाधुन बधाई हो राजी देयर वाज नो द आइडिया ऑफ द होल हीरो हैज बीन कंप्लीटली स्मैश्ड एंड अ न्यू स्टोरी टेलिंग वर्जन हैज बीन गिवन टू अस सो आई थिंक आई टोटली एग्री विद व्हाट शी इज सेइंग
या इनफैक्ट अगर रिसेंटली देखा जाए तो मिशन मंगल राइट इट वाज अ फिल्म दैट वाज टाउटेड एज एन अक्षय कुमार स्टार
unfortunately so no matter what they say and I kind of didn't like the fact that how everybody said it's Akshay Kumar film. Akshay Kumar said ki nahi, it's not my film, it's the ladies' film. Like somehow he was trying to give the
the due credit
to them, but the credit was on Vidya and Akshay. Like it is their movie. It's only when you watch the movie you see कि आपको credit देने की ज़रूरत है ही नहीं.
The fact that Vidya Balan has been successful, she has been consistently successful, and the belief was that this is an Akshay Kumar starrer film. Vidya Balan kept mum; she didn't really say anything, and eventually, when the film came out, and when everyone watched the film, I watched the film, you watched the film, we all know that it was, I think, more than an Akshay Kumar, it was a Vidya Balan film.
Yeah, and it's so sad. Like it should have been out and out Vidya Balan film, लेकिन for Manish, that also brings me to the conversation कि अगर मैं इस movie में होती, for example, and if the credit was taken away from me like that, like for the fact कि मुझे wait करना पड़ता कि लोग movie देखेंगे और उसके बाद बोलेंगे कि हाँ यार movie तो गुंजन की है, you have to have some sort of patience, you have to some sort of this realization, ये realistic world view आपके पास होना बहुत जरूरी है कि यार it's better मैं अपना नाम अभी पीछे ले लूँ because बिकेगी अक्षय कुमार के नाम पर. Let him do all of that. Let him bring the audiences, and then I will see how it goes. But not like Vidya Balan is not a big enough name for the audience to come and see only her movie either.
I don't know, Gunjan. I'm not sure that's true because if we see Kahani was Vidya Balan completely
Exactly,
out and
that's
out.
what I'm saying.
It was Dirty Picture, which was again Vidya Balan out and out. And I think more than anything else, Vidya Balan has just time and again proved that she's not in it for the rat race. She's not in it for the competition.
True.
She is someone who has always spoken her truth. She's someone who's never conformed to what is expected of her as a heroine. Well, Vidya Balan once again proving that she is a path breaker and someone who does not conform to the expectations of not just the industry but society. She's someone who I believe Gunjan has the actual right to analyze and ask the question ki why should female-centric films be capped, and why is there and what is the reason behind budgeting a female-centric film, especially when films like hers have consistently done a business worth over 100 crores. So more power to Vidya Balan.
And we would like you guys to join the conversation like we asked before. Join the hashtag and tell us what do you think.